Chapter 18 Genetics.
In this chapter, you will learn about
Genetics is the study of genes and heredity
in living organisms and tell us how various features pass on from parents to their children.
It is generally a field of biology. Given below are few interesting terms related to genetics. First, heredity. It refers to the genetic heritage passed down by our biological parents. It's why we look like them. More specifically, it is the transmission of traits from one generation to the next. Second, in chromosomes. It is known as a long DNA molecule with part or all of the genetic material of an organism, and also known as the storehouse of genes in our body. In most chromosomes, the very long thin DNA fibers are coated with packaging proteins. Third, genes. A gene is the basic physical and functional unit of heredity. Genes are made up of DNA. Some genes act as instructions to make molecules called proteins. Fourth, 46. In humans, there are total 46 chromosomes in the body. Fifth, fingerprints. It is known as one form of biometrics, a science that uses people's physical or biological characteristics to identify them. No two people have the same fingerprints, not even identical twins. Sixth,
In the cell nucleus, this is one of the most obvious part
of the cell, and it
is also known as the storehouse of
DNA.
in the human body.
When you look at a picture of the cell, it's in the middle and the nucleus contains all of the cell's chromosomes, which encode the genetic material.
7th, Gregor John Mendel. He was an Australian biologist, meteorologist, and mathematician who worked out the basic laws of inheritance through experiments with pea plants. In his monastery garden, Mendel performed thousands of crosses with pea plants, discovering how characteristics are passed down from one generation to the next, namely dominant and recessive traits. 8th, Francis Crick and James Watson. Francis was one of Britain's great scientists. Francis is best known for his work with James Watson, which led to the identification of the structure of DNA in 1953, drawing on the work of Maurice Wilkins, Rosalind Franklin, and others. 9th, deoxyribonucleic acid. The molecule inside cells that contains the genetic information responsible for the development and function of an organism is known as DNA, which allows this information to be passed from one generation to the next. 10th, dominant. It refers to the relationship between two versions of a gene. Individuals receive two versions of each gene, known as alleles, from each parent. If the alleles of a gene are different, one allele will be expressed. It is the dominant gene.